Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be showing you my 2019 beauty favorites in today's video. Most beauty bloggers choose to do this around December just because favorites do tend to change. Half of the stuff I will be mentioning in this video were favorites since like the beginning of the year, and then the other half are things I have incorporated, I would say from maybe around September onwards. I like to use the same stuff and stick to what I like so I don't waste anything. Obviously consumerism is a huge thing and I'm trying to become more minimal, at least in terms of product use. So that is kind of like my key thought. I've got a lot of stuff to mention, so I'm just going to get on with the video. I'm going to be mentioning things in order, so from what I would normally use before doing my skincare routine, and then finishing off with the perfume, just so everything's coherent and in order. I have this Biore makeup remover micellar cleansing water. One of my cousins gave this to me for my birthday back in February, and this I feel like is a lot more moisturizing than the Garnier micellar water, which I also love. I tend to use this after a long day or when I need to remove my makeup, which is rarely because I don't really use makeup that often. Next up is a face wash, and this is the Innisfree Jeju Pore Cleansing Foam. I also like the one from the green tea line, but I ran out and switched back to this because it is an oldie but a goodie. Innisfree products are amazing and I would consider them pretty affordable compared to a lot of products that are being sold on the market. A little bit goes a long way with this, and you just literally need like half pea-sized amount for your entire face and neck. This can last you between 6 to 8 months and it's great. I love it. Next up is a face mask, and I think I've only been using one this year. It is the Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. It is made of 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. It looks like this. It's green, comes in a powder form, looks similar to moringa powder, but you need to mix it in with equal parts water or apple cider vinegar in order to get it to work its magic. You can use it for facials, for clay baths, foot soaks. It's honestly up to you, and the ways in which you can use this are endless. You only need half a teaspoon if it's just you using it, but you can always add more depending on where else you want to apply it. I would recommend leaving it on your face for about 5 to 10 minutes if you've got sensitive skin, and you could do like 15 to 20 minutes if you've got normal skin. It honestly depends on your skin's condition. Next up is another Innisfree product. This is the Green Tea Balancing Skin. It is a serum. I brought this bottle with me to San Francisco and used it up when I was there. You can use this twice a day. I would only use it in the morning just because I only bought a 15 ml bottle. It is really affordable compared to a lot of serums that are also sold on the market. In terms of moisturizers, I think I actually have 4 to mention. The first one is also by Innisfree. This is the Green Tea Balancing Lotion. I have gone back to this product multiple times because it is a very lightweight moisturizer. It doesn't leave the face feeling sticky, which I like because it is really hot where I live and products tend to come off my face quite easily. Next up is the St. Ives Renewing Collagen and Elastin Moisturizer. This used to be called the Timeless Skin Moisturizer. It is my second tub, and I believe the formulation is the same as the Timeless Skin Moisturizer. I am honestly unsure as to why St. Ives decided to renew the product, but this is a bit thicker in consistency, hence why I chose not to repurchase this. And it does take a while to soak into the skin. The second to the last moisturizer I will be showing you is by The Face Shop, which is another K-beauty brand. This is basically aloe vera in a tub. I really like the Innisfree one, but I opted to get this because it is a lot cheaper. And it's just aloe vera. It basically does the same thing. This is really lightweight, and this is the first time I tried a face product from The Face Shop, and it hasn't broken me out. So I recommend this if you've got sensitive skin. Last up for moisturizer is this Ultra Repair Cream by the brand First Aid Beauty. The only First Aid Beauty product I tried prior to this was a body wash, and I really liked it, so I decided to branch out and try this, mainly because I ran out of my moisturizer while I was in San Francisco and needed something to replace it with. This is basically a skin protectant that is supposed to help hydrate dry, parched skin and relieve minor irritation. Last skincare product is a sunscreen. I love sunscreen. I think being pale is an understatement at this point. I'm actually much whiter than I seem on camera. Like most fair-skinned individuals, I do get red easily, and I believe I did get sunburned maybe twice while I was in San Fran. The sunscreen I was using at the time, which I used up, didn't really cut it, so I opted to get something from Supergoop. I had been following the brand for months prior to making this purchase, and it has honestly become my favorite sunscreen. This is the Everyday Sunscreen with sunflower extract. It has broad spectrum SPF 50. Well, in the back it says that you are supposed to reapply this every 80 minutes if you're going swimming or are sweating. So basically if you're exposed to the sun. I wanted to get the unseen sunscreen, but that one feels very silicone-y, and silicone doesn't really set on my skin as nicely. So I ended up getting the Everyday Sunscreen. I just mix it in with my moisturizer and apply it onto my face, ears, neck, and chest. It's just so like any exposed areas are well protected from the sun. Now I am going to move on to makeup. Just keep this in mind, I don't wear makeup every day. I will wear makeup if I am going out to like a family dinner or something along those lines, but I don't typically apply every single product that I will be mentioning on my face. I just find that a bit too much. A lot of people will consider this or what I'm mentioning the bare minimum, but like I hate it when I feel like I have too much stuff on my face. It feels very suffocating, even though that isn't honestly the correct word to use. And have it on for more than an hour. I just can't take it. It disgusts me. I'm going to start off with concealer. This one is by Glossier, and it is the Stretch Concealer in the shade Light Clear 10. It is very dewy and has a very balmy texture to it. I just don't like the way matte concealers look on my face. This is great because it gives off a very dewy finish and it adheres well into the skin. I'll usually apply it onto my under eyes, so this area, that's like the darkest area of my face. I also apply it onto like the sides of my nose because that's where I get pretty red, and sometimes on my chin if it is red, but that doesn't really happen as much. Next up is powder, and this is by NYC. It is the Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in the shade 74 1/8 Translucent. I will only use this if I am applying concealer, just because the Glossier concealer tends to crease. What I like about this powder is it sets the face without making you look matte, which is always the goal. Next up is blush, and I used to hate wearing blush. I do get pretty rosy, but this does amp the rosiness up a notch and kind of makes me look like a doll. It's the Sunnies Face Air Blush in the shade Moon. There are 6 shades to choose from, but I opted to get this because it looks very natural on me. I'm going to swatch it just so you guys can see what it looks like. The thing about this product is it comes in a cream to powder formula, so when you apply it, it applies like a cream and then blends in like a powder. You do have to work fast with this because this product is pretty pigmented. And as you can see, it looks really nice. I like to use this on my eyes, lips, and cheeks if I am going for a very monochromatic look. Next up is highlighter. I've got 3 to show you. 2 are from the drugstore and then 1 is kind of high-end-ish. I wouldn't consider it super high-end, but it's on that spectrum. This is the ColourPop Light Sticks in the shade Bullseye. ColourPop came out with cream blushes and highlights back in late May. I would say the tail end of May. And this shade is the really pretty whitish gold. It's this one over here. I'm not really sure if you can see it, but I like this product because it does blend out like a dream. It kind of slides off, so you do have to set it very lightly. Next up for highlighters is this ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in the shade Stole the Show. It is more of like a white gold with silver flecks running through it. It is also a product that comes in a cream to powder formula. It isn't as blingy as the previous highlighter. I like using this if I want my highlight to look a bit on the natural side. This also retails for $8 and comes in an array of shades. Last for highlighters is this amazing Fenty Beauty Kilowatt in the shade Mean Money / Hustle Baby. I got this sometime last year and still haven't hit pan. It is my favorite highlighter to date. I am obsessed with it because the color payoff is unreal. You only need to tap it into both sides twice in order to get it to look completely blinding. I find that this is the perfect going out highlighter because it does pop. I've got 2 brow products to show you, and these are both from Milk Makeup. This is the Kush Clear Brow in Hydro and the Kush Fiber Brow Gel in the shade Grind, which is, I would say, a dark brown. I prefer messy brows over completely groomed brows, and these 2 do the job really well. I typically use this more often just because I don't like it when my brows look like they've got product running through them. And then I go for this one if it's nighttime and I want the look to be a bit more polished and put together. Milk Makeup is a cruelty-free / vegan makeup brand, and animal products aren't used when products are being formulated. I think beeswax is something that is used as a binder for products similar to this, but Milk uses CBD or cannabis oil, and cannabis oil is used as, I would say, a thickening agent. I'm not completely sure, but my brows look very voluminous when I apply this. I've got 6 products to show you guys, one of which is a lip balm, and then 5 are lipsticks. The first lip product I will be mentioning is this Lucas Papaw Ointment, and I've been using this, I would say, since maybe around June. This product can be used to treat absolutely anything. You can apply it on your lips, any dry areas. I had a splinter in my finger around a month ago, and I applied this to help kind of loosen it, and it did come out a day later, which honestly still amazes me to this day. This is a great multi-use product that is very affordable. You can get it on Amazon, and being an Australian brand, you can obviously get this in drugstores in Australia. I've got this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. I mentioned this product in my last video, which will be linked down below in case you haven't seen it yet. There are 8 shades: Fenty Glow, Fussy, Diamond Milk, and then 5 limited editions. I opted for this one because I don't own anything in this color. I'm going to apply it today. just because I like the scent. It reminds me of my favorite medicine. What I like about this product is that it doesn't feel sticky on the lips. Color payoff looks great. You can use this product on its own or on top of a lipstick. It's totally up to you. I tend to just use this on its own because I like the color. I've got 4 lip products from Sunnies Face, which is a Filipino brand, and everything is cruelty-free / vegan. These 2 are the lip dips. I opted to get Terracotta and So Good out of the 9 because I knew that I would immediately like them and can wear them any time of day. This one, like So Good, I usually wear at night, and this one, which is Terracotta, I opt to use during the day because it is a neutral color. This gives off total 90s vibes. You would know what I'm talking about if you follow beauty trends and are familiar with models such as Kate Moss, Cindy Crawford, and Giselle. The payoff is great. I sometimes use them on my eyes and cheeks. These 2 are from Sunnies Face's new collection, which is called Nudish. There are 6 shades, and I opted to get Bday and Brunette. This one is Bday. It looks kind of neutral to me, but I like it. I have worn this a couple of times, and this kind of works, I would say, as a very light contour if you've got pale skin. And then this one is Brunette. I've used this once, but it is really pretty. This one is Bday, this one is Brunette. I find that the new lipstick collection is way more comfortable on the lips, at least compared to the first Fluffmatte collection. And I can see myself using these a lot just because they are more on the neutral side. All 4 retail for around 345 pesos each, which is under $7 for those in the US, and you can only get them in stores here. I believe Sunnies doesn't ship internationally, at least not yet. They're pretty good quality. The lipsticks last for up to 3 years, and like I said earlier, they are cruelty-free and vegan. Last product I'm going to show you, I promise, is this Chai Epice Hair and Body Mist. I got this at an Urban Outfitters store in Palo Alto last month, and it has become my scent of choice since picking it up. I used to swear by the Victoria's Secret Bare Vanilla Fragrance Mist, but it doesn't smell as nice compared to Vanilla Lace. So I opted to get this because I love chai lattes, and this instantly reminds me of chai lattes. This scent is pretty sweet, I will admit. You don't really need that much, and you can always layer it with a scent of your choice if you aren't into sweeter scents. That's basically everything I've got to show you guys. I know this video is really long, and my future self is going to hate me for having talked this much, but I wanted to share what I've been loving with you guys so you guys can try some of this stuff out. Thank you so much for watching. I know this video was long, and I do hope you like it nonetheless. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got some good content lined up, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm pretty excited for what's about to come. So thank you, and I will be seeing you guys in a video very soon. Bye!